Good evening, friends of NEJFON New England, and thank you for your continuing support for immigrant neighbors in our communities. My name is Ioana Kuzmova. I'm an attorney at Northeast Justice Center, and I'm joining you tonight to tell you a little bit about the reach of the collaboration between the Northeast Justice Center and NEJFON New England over the course of the last 2.5 years. So since the start of our community clinics in Lawrence, Lowell, and Woburn, we have provided legal consultations to over 150 clients and attended more than 30 in-person clinics. And here you can see how that breaks down over the course of 2018, 19, and 20. You will notice that 2019 was the strongest year for us. We were able to attend 24 community clinics and to provide representation to 18 clients. This year, understandably, the pandemic has undercut our ability to offer consultations in a confidential setting, but it hasn't stopped us. Since March, we shifted to consults entirely over the phone or over video conference, and this has given us and our clients more scheduling flexibility, but it has also caused us to worry about our clients' ability to find a safe and private space to talk, and we're also aware that it might not be easy, especially for younger and traumatized clients, to trust a stranger that they have never seen in person with their stories. Despite these roadblocks, we were able to carry out 42 consultations so far this year. And almost half of those, however, happened in January and February, before we were forced to shut down the in-person clinics. And I think that this really speaks to the hospitality component of these evenings hosted by Pastor Joseph and Pastora Gabriela. So far, we took on for full representation 19 of the 42 clients that we met. These 19 clients come from 11 different countries and I believe really showcase the diversity of our communities. So the breakdown of our cases looks something like this. Over half, 11 cases, are unaccompanied children for whom we are pursuing special immigrant juvenile status. The second largest group are asylum seekers. And earlier this year, with volunteer attorney Greg Turner, we won a bond hearing that resulted in the release of a client from almost a year in immigration detention. In addition, we were able to take on a client whose husband abused her for many years. For her, we are pursuing relief under the Violence Against Women Act, which is what VAWA stands for, which allows battered immigrants to petition for legal status without relying on abusive U.S. citizen or permanent resident spouses, parents, or children for the purposes of their green card application. And I want to tell you briefly about the T-visa case. T-visas provide a path to safety and legal status for those who have been victims of severe forms of human trafficking in the U.S. And although human trafficking may evoke images of handcuffs and chains, trafficking often is about more nuanced forms of coercion and control. Human trafficking is any time a person is forced, tricked, manipulated into providing sexual labor services for someone else's gain. It's also considered human trafficking when anytime a child is involved in a commercial sex act, whether or not there is someone directly forcing them to do so. So in working with a teenage survivor of commercial sexual exploitation, I have learned just how important it is to understand the wide spectrum of conduct that may be involved. And over the course of the last 4 months, we have slowly uncovered this client's very painful story, and we are hoping that by the end of the year we'll be able to file her application. And once we file it, it will take between 18 and 27 months for the United States Immigration and Citizenship Services to decide her application. And among the varieties of options that may be available to this young woman, the T-visa is a relatively brief journey. Waiting and coping with staggering bureaucratic obstacles are and remain, unfortunately, the experiences of all of our diverse clients. And this is why solidarity and neighborly spirit are more important now than ever. Thank you.